What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is J Sports, and I am Jason Alamillo, and I'm the host of J Sports. Make sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel, and press that post notification bell so you never miss another one of these videos. I've got to shout out people when credit is due. I want to shout out my mom for helping me last night get to 11 subscribers. 10 last night and then 1 today. We were at 5. Alright? We went up 6 subscribers. That is crazy. Let's see if we can get to 12. If we can get to 12, I'm gonna be ecstatic. Now, yesterday I posted a Cowboys post analysis of their blowout against the Eagles. I'm gonna post that in the description for you. It has got, the last time I looked, 45 views. Let's see if we can get those views up, and let's see if we can get this video's views up. Now make sure, again, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Press that post notification bell, and make sure you share this with your friends and family, because we're going to talk about the Cowboys v Panthers, a pre-analysis prediction, and some injury notes for you. Now, I first want to start off with this here. Dallas is the 5-point favorite at home to win against the undefeated Carolina Panthers, led by Sam Darnold. We're gonna get to him, but this team is undefeated. All right. Now look, they look pretty solid this year, right? There's a difference between the offensive talent of Joe Brady. You know, we can think of him being right up there with, Kellen Moore, compared to, right, and we can compare that to what Sam Darnold had in the past with the Jets. It's quite a difference. The Panthers have looked good, amazing even, and I'm just gonna say this: the Cowboys have also looked pretty damn good, if I may say so myself. Now let's look at Carolina. They take down the Jets 19-14. Now, of course, the Saints, they were decimated on the defense, so they take them down 26-7. Now, when it comes to, let's see, week 1 or week 2 games, look, the Saints, they always lose at least one of those games, and they sometimes lose games they shouldn't even lose, like against teams that maybe aren't as good as they are, and they still do it. Now, the Jets take down a terrible Texans team. Dallas, of course, has had a much more, I would say, daunting schedule, barely losing to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to start the year. Of course, with the help of the officials, you know, them and Brady win, right? They won that game. Now, the Chargers game was close. Officials still sucked. I'm not gonna lie there, and made terrible calls during that game, okay? And then they blew past and blow out the Eagles, the Philadelphia Eagles, 41-21. So Dallas is rightly, in my opinion, the 5-point favorite team to win. And I'm not just saying that, that's the stats that are coming up. Can those stats be wrong? Absolutely, the Golden Knights have proven that, but hey, we're not talking about the Golden Knights right now. Now, the quarterbacks in this game. Let's go ahead and talk about them. First, my man, Dak Prescott. His QBR is surprisingly low this year, right? 52.2%. You know, that is a shockingly low QBR based on the way he's been playing these few weeks. Now, it could be him getting penalized or being penalized for the non-touchdown when he was over the goal line against Philadelphia, or it could be the fumble over the end zone, right? The reality is this, okay? And I want people to understand this. In a different offense, not going as vertically, because there are some offensive linemen, right? Dak, I would say, leads the NFL in completion percentage. He's second in completion percentage. Now, that's not really leading. Of course, you got someone in first place, but I'm just going to say this. He's been dealing this year. Not just having easy throws, might I add. Now, Sam Darnold, let's look at him. He's the quarterback for the Jets, another contender for comeback player of the year in the NFL this year. Look, he was with the Jets. He couldn't really showcase his talent. He didn't have the backup he needed. This time, that's why they're undefeated. He's got the backup he needs. Now, he's got a 68.2 QBR, 888 yards, only 3 passing touchdowns, but he also has 3 rushing scores. Now, the offense has been a lot better for Sam Darnold here, like I've been saying, right? So they can say now, hey, it was the Jets, right? A lot of people can say, you can say it was the Jets, because I mean, look at him here in Carolina. He's amazing, right? Now, I'm interested to see what Dan Quinn is going to serve up. I want to see what he's going to bring on game day, because the Cowboys have seen a lot of success in forcing mistakes. You know, I'm thinking back to when Brady and the Bucks allowed Dak to throw 58 times, for example. Who would allow the Cowboys, if you're the Buccaneers and you're Tom Brady, to throw 58 times? Okay, now, although Sam Darnold doesn't always, make the best decisions, I still think he's got a good chance. But although he doesn't make great decisions, the Cowboys can take advantage of that. If the Cowboys take advantage of that. Now, let's look at some key matchups to watch for this game, because there are plenty. The pass rush. Dallas has an opportunity here. Looking at Micah Parsons, right? There's no way you can put him back at the linebacker position again. He's been so good. I talked about him in the last video, which will be in the description, by the way. You could give him... You can give him credit, right? And I'm going to give him credit for working his butt off in the off season, the preseason, and now in the regular season to right? And of course, I got to give credit to the Cowboys, right? For utilizing him, throwing a lot at him. Right? A lot of times with the Cowboys, with Jerry Jones getting in the way, you stifle good players. You put away their talent and just shelve it. Well, now they're actually not doing that, and I'm proud of that. Now, it's concerning that there wasn't a pass rusher, that he wasn't a pass rusher in college, wasn't really good wasn't really good in coverage. So, the questions come up. So here are a few questions. Will the Cowboys put him as middle linebacker? Let him get, coverage, maybe let him get beat up a couple of times or a lot, or will they use him as Devin White? He's really been a full-time edge. He's been incredible at that, and he's really impacted games. Even the Cowboys didn't think he'd be at this level of edge rusher. And I didn't even think so. I knew he would be great, but I didn't know he would be this impactful or this amazing. Now let's look at Randy Gregory's numbers, because they may not be that great. They might not be huge and jump out at you, but of course we can't, jump past him and forget about him, because he's been quite helpful for the team as well. Now, the pressures are there, and even against the Eagles, Randy Gregory drew 3 holding calls. Some people call those drive killers. Tom Downey even said they were impact splash plays. Cowboys need to put pressure on the Carolina Panthers. Put pressure on Arnold, Moore, and others on the team that we're gonna get to. Now, let's look at Taylor Motton. He's one of the best right tackles in the NFL. Tom Downey says it. Law Nation says it. Cowboys Fan Talk, I'm sure, have said it before. I'm saying it. His numbers are great. And, right, then they have this left tackle named Cameron Irving. Now, if you don't know who Cameron Irving is and you're not a Cowboy fan, that's okay. If you're a Cowboy fan and you don't know who Cameron Irving is, you probably just started watching. Cameron Irving is a Cowboys legend who is the starter for Carolina. Now, we all know what he offers each team. Parsons and Gregory can have success at putting pressure on Irving. That's what you have to do to kind of stop him. Now, John Miller and Dennis Daly, let's look at them. Some say they're great, but I believe, based on the games that we've seen, what others have said, and that is, right, and you know, on my own research, right, and that is that Parsons and Osa Odigizua are a great combo and can do well against those guys there. Now, with Micah Parsons, I think he should be at the defensive end, right? DeMarcus Lawrence is out. Let's see, Dorrance Armstrong is also out. I think letting Parsons, you know, and Randy Gregory be the prominent and predominant edge rushers is a good idea for Dallas. Will they go with it? I don't know, but they should let Parsons rush the passer. That's more impactful in a game than anything else for Parsons. Now, let's go ahead and look at some injury notes real quick before I get to some other key matchups. Mike McCarthy says there are some players that are a few weeks out. So these players that are a few weeks out, these including Josh Ball, Sean McEwen, Malik Turner, and Neville Gallimore. Now, he might be away until, I would say, at least, I don't know. If you were to ask me, I would say at least middle of October. You know, I can see, you know, I would say so. Now, of course, then we have Kelvin Joseph. He might just be out for the rest of the year. Now, on the side of the Panthers, we have injuries there too. Christian McCaffrey is out, and so is J.C. Horn. He's pretty much out for, you know, the rest of the year. So, now, let's look at the Panthers pass rush versus the Cowboys offensive line. So, there are some struggles and opportunities here that I can see. We've got Tyron Smith. He's doing well. Connor Williams is actually, you know, playing well this year. And, of course, he's on an upward trend. That's all aside from, I would say, the holding calls. Zach Martin, out in right guard, I'm pretty sure. Well, he's Zach Martin. He's doing great. Terrence Steele is a nice replacement. I would say nice replacement for a right tackle. He's an average, above average player right there. Tyler Biotish is a bit of a concern for me. A bit of an issue, let's say, for the Cowboys, when he goes against Carolina. Now there, you have, Hassan Reddick and, Brian Burns. You get a pass rush down. Okay, great pass rush duo. My mistake. Now, if anyone can stop at least one of them, Reddick or Burns, maybe I would say it could be Smith, and right, he could maybe do it. Terrence Steele is not a good matchup for the Cowboys with any of those guys right there, with Burns especially. He's just not great. Now, what's also a problem is Derek Brown, with Connor Williams and even Tyler Biotish against Derek Brown and those two edges. Look, they're worrisome against Carolina. Those guys are who might actually make Dallas lose the game if they can't figure out a game plan to beat them, to be aggressive, to apply pressure on them at all. Right? So, there you go. Now, I hope they can figure it out, but let's see. Now, let's go ahead and talk about Trevon Diggs versus DJ Moore. Diggs is playing at an all-pro level. He looks like one of the best corners in the NFL. Meanwhile, right, on the other side, DJ Moore looks like one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. He has 22 catches, 285 yards, and 1 touchdown. So, against Houston, the Panthers offense was all over the middle to DJ Moore, right? Now, it's all up to the Cowboys here and how they really decide to really shadow DJ Moore. With Trevon Diggs, he's shown that he can shadow big-time players, right? He showed it in Tampa, he showed it in LA, and he showed it at home here at well, not here at home, but in Dallas, in Arlington with the Eagles. So, you know, if you're Dallas, that's a massively huge idea if you can put him there. It's a huge deal if you can let him shadow those players. But DJ Moore is concerning for me, and here's why. Because he's an incredible player for Carolina, again, but let's see if Diggs can stop him. So, I want to know in the comments what you think. Let me know where Micah Parsons should play. Let me know if you're worried about the Reddick and Burns, Hassan Reddick and Brian Burns duo against people like Tyler Biadasz and others like that, Terrence Steele. Let me know who's more concerning for you, and let me know, you know, if DJ Moore concerns you, and if Trevon Diggs should shadow him. Now, I have a score prediction. A lot of people made a lot of score predictions. I saw 31-25. I saw some guy said 42-20. I saw 31-23. I saw a lot, or 35-23. I'm gonna go 27-20. That is my score prediction for this game. Let me know in the comments, what is your score prediction, and what other concerns do you have? What other opportunities do you think Dallas could take here? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. And make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. This has been my Cowboys take, my take on the Cowboys versus the Panthers. All right, peace.